enter it for this race. You won't be able to drive it afterwards.
They're packing him in at Wembley. 100,000 spectators and every one with a perfect view of the match, which starts with all the usual ritual. A pair of spats and Portsmouth on the right. The Wolves and Major Buckley on the left. The same spats back view. The Royal Standards hoisted as their Majesties arrive, and the King goes out onto the field. After the anthem, Stan Cullis presents Wolverhampton Wanderers, the favourites. And James Guthrie, rather nervously, presents the Portsmouth team. And now down to business. Cullis spins the coin, Guthrie calls correctly and chooses to play with the wind. Wolves 0. This wakes up the Wolves, and Walker has some work to do. He saves from Westcott, but Pompey are off again. Anderson pulls one down and beats Scott with a cross kick. And now watch his acrobatics in slow motion. Anderson has a shot, it bounces off a defender, it comes back to him, and Scott just touches it as it whizzes into the net, with Parker on the right, still watching like a cat. Just look at that. Half time and the Wolves 2 down. Portsmouth kick off. Barlow sends it right over to Parker on the left wing. He races down and he centres for Barlow to score. Too easy. In slow motion, the ball comes to Scott from Barlow, and Scott is a couple of yards out of goal. He half stops it, he spins round and he just can't retrieve it. It's over the line, but Parker takes no chance and he forces it into the net. There are going to be no disputed goals for him this afternoon. Then there's a dance. Pompey's glands seem to be working so well, they're back to the childhood gaze and dancing a ring-a-ring-a-rosy. After the ball is over, there's a rally by the Wolves. Burton, the right wing, has a shot. Walker saves and clears upfield, but the pressure continues. Dorset Row and Westcott all collide and crash. Another attack, and Walker looks to be heading for Kingdom Come. But at last, the Wolves get one through Dorset. When we give it in slow motion, we get the best out of it, for it's the Wolves' only goal. From then on, it was all Pompey. Worrell centres. It's cleared. Then McAlinden is off. He taps it back to Worrell. Worrell sends it over to Parker. Parker centres to Barlow. Barlow back to Parker again, and Parker shoots, and it's tipped over the bar. Sit down, sir. Pompey's just going to score again, and Parker does with his head. In slow motion, after a wing-to-wing movement, Worrell sends one over to Parker, and Parker is in perfect position to do the rest. Scott touches it, but it's travelling too fast. Pompey could have gone on scoring all night like this, but the whistle goes for time, with the result Portsmouth 4, Wolves 1. And James Guthrie goes up and receives the cup from His Majesty, while the Queen presents him with that coveted cup medal. And as the cup goes on its way to Fratton Park, the spectators all give it a touch for luck. And it's third time lucky all right for Portsmouth. I'll just give a guess what the fleet is tonight.